I'm going to go up here and work on this this grip cap. This thing has a very tiny grip cap, and I've got to work this wood, which is very much bigger than this grip cap, down to the size of this plastic. It starts here with this rounding, and it rounds down to this shape of this itty bitty grip cap. The grip cap is actually part of the curve, part of the round knob, that it goes from this out bigger all the way around it, except for back here at this crease. You can see on this original one how it rounds starting about right here, and it just rounds down. Even out in here, it rounds over towards this. So this is just the tip of the iceberg, the tip of the cap. Everything else hinges on that cap fitting properly, and everything from there going out from it. Let me just say there's almost no pressure on this. Matter of fact, this thing may fall out. You can see what I'm up against, how much fatter this is than that. I've got to bring all this down to this size. This is huge. It's also rough on the bottom, so I've got to surface this, put that on, and then work all this stuff down to this shape. You can tell how much it's got to come down. The thickness and this little crease. There's a little crease right in here. I'm sorry for the shaky camera. Ever since surgery, I shake. I think the anesthesia is taking its time about wearing off. But this little crease right in here has got to be cut in. There's only one way to do that. That's with a chisel and a file. And one of the hardest places to get to and actually smooth up the file marks is right there in that crease. I've said this before. Convex surfaces like that are very easy to work out. Concave surfaces like that are not so much. It's just hard to get sandpaper in there. I think that's fairly flat. I think. Now I marked my center line here and here where I wouldn't lose it when I did all this truing up. And I can't really tell if it's flat. There's no pressure on it. The screw's not in it. But I'm going to try to look and see if there's light. There is light. Actually on the front and the back, which is typical when you're trying to round and flatten and surface something with something like this by hand. You tend to roll it over. That's just the nature of the beast. But it's very slight. So what I'm going to do now, and the screw is in the center of this thing, so if you got a light coming from each end, that does nothing to pull that down on each end. It's putting pressure in the middle, which is part of the nature of the beast. What I'm going to do is mark the outline of this, and I'm going to hollow out the center of this thing. It's about like that. This is a very fat, dull pencil, so I can still tell where the middle of that is. And then I'm going to relieve the center of this thing and leave that line about 1/8 of an inch from that line. I'm going to leave it, and then just hollow this out with something. I guess I'll use this. That's very effective. That is an efficient tool. I've got the top of this thing pretty close. It may need some touching up, but it's pretty close. From about the back of the tang all the way to the butt plate. The butt pad is pretty close. Now I've got to start the bottom of this, and this is really big and fat and blocky. This particular one, this style has a crease right in here that delineates from the grip to the butt, and this one starts way down here low. Some of them start way up here and start a hint of a crease, and then it gets deeper and deeper. This one starts way down here and it's pretty abrupt. It just falls off. This grip cap is quite small, and it's almost as if they're making like a round bottom Browning, a round knob Browning with this grip cap is very, very rounded. See, it's not really flat. It's more of a continuation of the round part of this right here. So it's almost like a round knob, but it does have a grip cap. And I think this is actually some sort of natural fiber. I can sort of see a grain in that. It doesn't look like plastic. It's not quite black enough to be plastic. It probably some kind of horn, but it's not got any bug bites in it like buffalo horn will get those little holes in it where the bugs have chewed on it. So it's better to keep it symmetrical if you have something straight up where you can see both sides at once. But it's hard to get in there and do that sculpting. So I'm going to start with it on its side where it's easier for me to push a rasp and a knife and go ahead and get these creases started. I've got an outline down here where this grip cap goes, a pencil mark. And so I'll stay within bounds of that. But this thing is kind of fat. The original is kind of fat right here, and then it rounds off to form that round knob effect. It even starts it up in here too. That round part starts about right here, it tangents out, and then it comes down round and comes back in. Just Essex way of doing it, I guess. It doesn't. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a little bit different than some of these box locks. So here we go. I kind of need my light here to see that pencil mark on the bottom of this, but that kind of gets in the way of filming, doesn't it? Have that crease quite down there yet, but I'm going to clean it up with a straight block and see, get a little bit better idea of it. Within about a 32nd of that pencil line around that grip cap. I'm going to stop there, put that cap back on, and then transition both of those. On an old grip cap like that, I try not to scuff it. Try to stay away from it a little bit because it has a patina as well. And you don't want to go cutting into those things. You want to leave the age of it, all those little skin marks and things like that, just leave them there. I'm going to put a tiny mark, pencil mark, where it'll rub off on the front of this grip cap, and that's my center. And I'm going to try to somehow or another keep that center line, even though I'm going to whittle away this part right here, right where this touches the wood. I'm going to try to maintain enough of that where I can put it back when I get to a certain point. This has got to come down a lot here. I worked on this side, but I haven't worked on this side yet. So this has got a lot to be brought down. That's about the right contour as far as the roundness of that. If I can just make this side match it. It's got to go down a little bit, just a little bit right in there. But it's close. Nope, not from this angle. I think I've done all the damage I can do with the file. I need to put some sandpaper to it.